100 years ago, if there was a stock market crash in England, it didn't affect any, but now the US market goes down, the world goes down. And I'm excited about it because I make more money in crashes than I do when they go up. So, but for the average person, they'll get wiped out. I'm afraid at the worst, I hope I'm wrong, but I think we're heading for a global depression. The economy stays down, it's hard to come back up. And now the good news is that for those who are prepared for it, like you and things like this, you'll do better. See, not everybody dies in a plane crash, some plane crashes. But the last crash in 2008, 6 months before Lehman Brothers went down, and I said Lehman was going down, and nobody listened, but it went down. And so I've been expecting this market to go down for quite a while. And I'm concerned about my fellow human beings. But as you know, most Americans are clueless. They don't know what's going on. But if you travel the world, I just got back from Africa and China and Japan and New Zealand. People are scared. Australia, which hasn't had a recession in 30 years, is in recession. But Americans are fat, dumb, and happy, having a good time, which is good. But I'm concerned. That's all I can say. I'd be afraid if I had kids. I just don't trust the market because it's so manipulated. I write about what is America's #1 export. Do you know what it is? Toxic assets. And so what is it today? Wall Street just looted the pensions. It's like I said, my co-author is an SEC attorney, and he got sick and tired of seeing all these bankers loot the pensions and get paid bonuses. And then the labor union guys who manage the funds get paid bonuses. And the guys who manage it get paid bonus. Meanwhile, the workers get screwed. So when this next crash comes, it's going to be horrible. In 10 years, 2030, 2 billion baby boomers across the world will retire. Japan's broke. Argentina's broke. China's broke. Italy's broke. Germany's broke. All these old guys are retiring. And the stock market, I live in a fairly exclusive place in South Carolina, and I was talking to my friends there, and they said, oh, we love Trump, we love Trump. Stock market's an all-time high. And I said, yeah, but so is our debt all-time high. See, they watch the stock market, they don't watch the debt. And the repo market, the repurchase market, is one of the biggest markets in the world. So the average American is watching the stock market, but not what's really going on. So the fear today, I think people are a little bit wiser, is because they do remember 2008 and they do remember 2000, 2008, and here we are today. So I think most people are at least kind of tuned in. I hope it doesn't come down, but I'm afraid it will. But the best time to start a business is right after a crash. I made more money after 2008 than ever in my whole entire life. Here I'm talking about the coming depression. Everybody says, oh, you're such a pessimist, I'm going, no, I'm excited. All the bargains that are going to be on the street, I mean, it's going to be bargains everywhere. So the Rich Dad Company does better in a crash. And apartment houses, they always do well because people have to have someplace to live. And on oil wells, people are always burning oil. So I always protect my assets that they're crash proof. Everybody can do something, but they won't. And that's the problem. The reason, who stole my pension, there was plenty of money in it, but nobody did anything. They just stole it. So there's something rotten inside America. And I think the problem with many Americans is they're complacent. They expect, well, it'll heal itself again. So the thing that everybody can do is, my first investment was a gold coin. And I went to Hong Kong and I bought a gold Krugerrand. The date was 1972. The reason the date's important is because in 1972 it was illegal for Americans to own gold. So I had to smuggle that little puppy into America. I put it in my pocket, came off the ship, and nobody checked, But I felt like a criminal as I smuggled this gold coin because it was illegal for Americans to own gold after 1933 under Roosevelt. But that gold coin today is worth almost $2,000 because I understand money, that, quantitative counterfeiting and zero interest rates. I don't trust the dollar. So for most of my life, I've saved gold and silver and not ETFs. I stay completely out of it. So I have millions in gold coins and silver coins. I just kept saving it because I don't trust the dollar. So everybody can buy a silver coin today for $20. A silver eagle is $20. But how many people will go to a coin shop and buy it? Probably none. Less than 0.1% of Americans own precious metals. And silver today is 50% below its all-time high. So silver is the biggest bargain. It's about $20. It should go to 50. So at $20, and I tell my friends, I go, think about it. That's the problem. So everybody can afford $20. Most people are pretty sedentary. They want to do the same old thing. Oh, you're just trying to scare me. Well, what a person does is what they can do. And since the average person has no financial education, they can't do much. So like, I can short the market. I'll make more money as it shorts coming down. So I'm looking forward to it. But the average pensioner, they're handcuffed. They can't get out. If they take the money out, they're penalized 30%. They screwed them. They screwed everybody. That's Wall Street, the government, and all these guys. You should have gold and you should have silver. You should have museum quality artwork and real estate, income producing real estate. I have a friend in Panama. He has an avocado farm. He says, he's a Canadian. He says, I got out of Canada because Canada's in worse shape than America. He's a bond trader. So he's sitting in Panama growing avocados. He says, because people have to eat. Another friend of mine is growing blueberries. But another friend of mine, he moved up to, he was from Seattle, excuse me. He had a big house. His kids all moved out. So he converted the kids' bedrooms into one-bedroom apartments. So he put a kitchen and he put a toilet inside his little bedrooms. And so he now rents out 4 bedrooms. He's making more money today than ever before because a lot of workers commute to Seattle. So they come in, they check in, they come in on Sunday night, they check out Friday afternoon. It's at a little house. He's making more money. So the point is, everybody can do something, but you got to figure out what you can do. Anything that's been new in the last 20 years will be gone in 20 years. What's going to survive is old. So everybody thinks, well, technology is going to make it. What survived is old. So the reason gold and silver will survive is because it's old. Bitcoin may not survive. So I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm just telling you how to think. So Nassim Taleb has a book called Antifragile, but he writes about, how we have in school today, we're raising snowflake. You have to have safe rooms. You can't trigger, you can't say anything, So we're raising a bunch of snowflakes. And he says the guy that's going to survive is somebody who's not fragile, anti-fragile. So what he says is this: whatever doesn't kill you will make you stronger. So he says when you go to the gym and you pump weights, you push 100 pounds. That means the next time you push, you might go 105. So bad times will make the strong stronger. And bad times will make the snowflakes. So the thing is, as my Mexican friends would say, get some cojones, get some balls out there and get ready for whatever's coming. Don't run and hide and say, oh, Trump should have saved me or Bernie's going to save me. So the big thing is this anti-fragile is good, but another thing they should know is the bigger something gets, i.e. our banks, the more fragile. And the companies that will survive are like our companies because we're small. So you're working for a big company like Google, you might be safe today, but you might be gone tomorrow. Whereas you're a little startup, you might have a better chance. Don't change the world, change yourself. That's what I say to every person out there. Now, if you don't know anybody, let's say you're an employee of Google, you're screwed because you don't know anything. Can you read a financial? Do you know how to trade a stock? I'm not saying what it is, but there's something everybody can do. Like I said, everybody can buy a $20 silver piece. Everybody can afford $20. But will they do it? No. They'll be at Starbucks sucking it down instead.